Dear learners, this is Dr.B.Thamilmaraiselvi, Professor and Head, PG and Research Department of Microbiology, Kaveri College for Women, Autonomous Trichy. In this module, we are going to discuss about the structure and function of the master gland pituitary. Let us know the definition of gland. Glands are nothing but organs that produces and releases a substance or secretion. There are two types of glands. One is endocrine glands, another one is exocrine glands. Endocrine glands are glands. They pour the secretion directly into the bloodstream without any ducts. That's why they are said to be ductless glands. Example for endocrine glands are adrenal glands, pituitary gland, and pancreas. Exocrine glands are glands. They pour the secretion through ducts. Examples, sweat gland, salivary gland, and pancreas. The endocrine system consists of the following gland. Pituitary gland, which is located in the brain. Thyroid gland, which is located in the throat area. Parathyroids, which are embedded inside the thyroid gland. Adrenal gland, which are located just above the kidney. That's why it is said to be suprarenal glands. Pancreas, which is closely associated with the stomach. Ovaries and testes, they are located in the abdominal area. The pituitary gland is a major gland. It is said to be a master gland. It is a very small gland. It produces number of hormones that control other glands and many body functions, including growth. The pituitary gland consists of two distinct areas, which is said to be anterior and posterior pituitary. So this is the location of pituitary gland. It is located closer to the brain, just behind the optic chiasma. It is oval in shape. It is reddish gray in color, 12 mm in diameter, 0.5 gram in weight. The pituitary gland has two areas, anterior lobe or adenohypophysis, posterior lobe or neurohypophysis. Both the lobes, they differ in their origin, structure, and functions. Adenohypophysis arises as an outgrowth from the roof of the buccal cavity called Rathke's pouch. The neurohypophysis originates as a downgrowth from the floor of the diencephalon in the forebrain. Adenohypophysis soon loses its connection with the buccal cavity, whereas neurohypophysis remains attached to the brain through neural stalk or infundibulum. The anterior pituitary or adenohypophysis consists of three distinct areas: pars distalis, pars tuberalis, and pars intermedia. The anterior pituitary and posterior lobe of the pituitary secrete a list of hormones. These hormones have a major role in growth, development, and reproduction of an individual. The anterior pituitary secretes thyroid stimulating hormone, adrenocorticotropic hormone, growth hormone, gonadotrophic hormone, prolactin, and melanocyte stimulating hormone. The posterior lobe of the pituitary secretes two important hormones like antidiuretic hormone and oxytocin. The thyroid stimulating hormone or TSH, it has a direct effect on thyroid gland. It stimulates the thyroid gland to produce T3, T4 hormone. Adrenocorticotropic hormone or ACTH produced by the anterior lobe of the pituitary, it has a direct effect on adrenal cortex to produce corticosteroids. Growth hormone, which is a very important hormone, it has an effect on bones and muscles. This hormone stimulates the growth of bones, cartilage, muscles, viscera, and the body as a whole. Growth hormone promotes protein synthesis, absorption of calcium from the intestine, and conversion of glycogen to glucose. Apart from that, anterior pituitary also secretes gonadotrophic hormone, which includes follicle-stimulating hormone FSH and luteinizing hormone LH. The FSH hormone has effect on ovaries, which will stimulate the ovary to produce estrogen. LH hormone is a hormone which stimulates the testes to produce androgen. It is a male sex hormone. Prolactin or mammotrophic hormone, it is also secreted by anterior pituitary, which has an effect on mammary gland to produce milk after the expulsion of the placenta. Melanocyte stimulating hormone or MSH, secreted by anterior lobe of the pituitary, it has an effect on skin to secrete melanocyte pigment. Posterior pituitary secrete two important hormones. One is antidiuretic hormone or ADH, another one is oxytocin. The ADH hormone will play a major role on kidney tubules to enhance the reabsorption of water by the kidney. Oxytocin is a hormone, it plays a major role on both mammary gland as well as uterus. It has an effect on uterus for the contraction of uterine muscle at the time of delivery. Oxytocin, it also play a major role on mammary gland for the production of milk after the expulsion of placenta. These are all the hormones secreted by the anterior lobe, intermediate lobe, and posterior lobe. Let us go with the effect of growth hormone. Growth hormone play a major role. It is very important for growth and development of an individual. If the hormone is secreted in excess in younger children, that results in gigantism. The individual may become 8 to 9 feet tall. They usually have poor health. This is a condition called acromegaly, which is usually associated with hypersecretion of growth hormone in adolescent period. It is a rare condition which results from excessive production of growth hormone by the pituitary gland. This causes enlargement of bones in the face, feet, and hand. Acromegaly literally means enlargement of the extremities of the bone. The hand is also look like a spade. This is about the posterior lobe of the pituitary or neurohypophysis. The neurohypophysis secrete two important hormones. One is oxytocin and the other one is antidiuretic hormone, vasopressin. The oxytocin is a strong stimulant of uterine contraction, regulated by positive feedback mechanism to oxytocin in the blood. It leads to increased intensity of the uterine contraction, ending in birth. Oxytocin trigger milk ejection in women producing milk. And another hormone, antidiuretic hormone, which is also known as vasopressin. This hormone, which helps to reabsorb water by kidney tubules. If the hormone is not produced in sufficient quantity, that may lead to a condition called diabetes insipidus, which is entirely different from diabetes mellitus. It is a time for recap. Glands are of two types, exocrine and endocrine. Master gland is a pituitary gland, which is located closer to the brain. Two regions of the pituitary are adenohypophysis and neurohypophysis. Adenohypophysis secrete a number of hormones, which include growth hormone GH, ACTH, adenocorticotrophic hormone, TSH, thyroid stimulating hormone, FSH, follicle stimulating hormone, MSH, melanocyte stimulating hormone, and LH, luteinizing hormone. The neurohypophysis secrete two important hormones. One is oxytocin, another one is vasopressin. Thank you, dear learners. In the next module, we will see some other endocrine glands. Thank you.